I've always been interested in science, and I thought that I wanted to go into physiotherapy. So I was all geared up for a career in physiotherapy and in sort of medical sciences. And then I was fortunate enough to do a tall ships race sort of at the end of my school years. And whilst I was on a night watch on the stern of the tall ship, I saw phosphorescence in the wake of the vessel behind us, and I kind of had like an epiphany moment. I realised that I was absolutely, I loved being on the ship. I loved being at sea. I loved everything marine orientated, and that I wanted to follow the science into oceanography and marine biology. I had an opportunity to do a dissertation project in Indonesia, where I was studying the fish population structures, so physical factors of coral structure that would affect fish population around coral bommies. So I didn't really want to be a lab-based scientist. I wanted to be much more field-based, and I wanted to have an adventure with my life. So when I found OSRL, I actually found I was supporting an accident investigation for the Marine Accident Investigation Branch, and I was there for the salvage of a fishing boat, and I saw a team of responders that were on standby, and I thought, this is the kind of thing that I'm looking for, and that was it. I applied and haven't really looked back. The situation that jumps out at me as being like the opportunity where I really saw myself as a scientist. We went to the Macondo spill in the Gulf of Mexico, and we were myself and several other colleagues were sort of in that first wave, and we were asked to set up a dispersant monitoring team. We had this enormous challenge, and we worked together. We brought in some industry experts for some support, but by the end of it, we were delivering really high quality data to the command post. We were supporting the US Coast Guard to make sure that everybody's data was compatible, and that data was used by the command post to really justify and keep that dispersant operation going. So we really felt like we made a difference. I don't go, I'm a woman scientist. I just say, I'm a scientist, I'm a response specialist. You know, I've been at the company 18 years, and it was a lot more male dominated when I started than it is now. And in all that time, even back when it really was a male environment, I've never seen myself as a woman responder. I've just seen myself as a responder, and I much see it more as what are the qualities that I bring. And everybody is different. Everyone brings their own strengths, and everyone also carries their own weaknesses. So when you work collaboratively, I'm very much a collaborative worker. So I like to bounce ideas off people. I've had an opportunity to work at really senior level with some industry groups, and it's been excellent for me because a large proportion of the people on that working group are senior women. It's really good for me to see women at a high level that are so confident and have such strong self-belief, and gives me something to aspire to. Encouraging diversity, you naturally encourage lots of different ways of viewing the world and situations, and with science you need to be able to look at a problem from lots of different directions in order to get to the best outcome, and if you just have the same types of people working on those problems over and over again, you just get the same results.